Her name was Ellie. She was 8 years old. But Ellie had a secret. She could speak to animals. No one believed her, of course. Adults called it imagination, and children just laughed. But Ellie didn't care, because her best friend, her protector, was not human. It was a white tiger, and his name was Snow. She found him when she was just 5, lost and starving near the forest. He was a cub then, weak and scared. Ellie fed him, talked to him, and he stayed. Now, 3 years later, he was big, strong, beautiful, and loyal only to her. It was a bright Sunday afternoon. Ellie wore her favorite orange dress and walked down the street humming a tune. Her parents were inside the house, just a few meters away. She had only gone out to get her red ball that rolled onto the road. She didn't know someone was watching her. From a black Jeep parked near the corner, the man wore a ski mask. His eyes were cold. His hand rested on a gun. He had been driving through neighborhoods looking for easy targets. A little girl alone in the street? Perfect. He stepped out silently, walking quickly toward her. She looked up confused, then afraid. "Hey, little girl," he said with a wicked grin. She turned to run, but he grabbed her arm. Hard. Ellie screamed, "Let me go." But the man tightened his grip. "Be quiet." And then a roar tore through the quiet neighborhood. Loud, sharp, like thunder rolling from the earth. The man looked up. There, walking from behind the fence, was a white tiger larger than life, eyes glowing like fire, teeth bared. Snow. He walked slowly, each step heavy, deliberate. His tail flicked. His ears pinned back. Ellie felt tears roll down her face, but not from fear now. She whispered, "Snow." The man froze. "What the?" Snow growled. Not just to sound a warning. The man pointed the gun. "Get back." Snow didn't move. Instead, he growled louder, deeper. His muscles tensed. His paws dug into the ground. Ellie whispered, "Please don't hurt him." But Snow didn't care. He knew what fear looked like, and he saw it in the man's eyes. The tiger lunged forward just a little. The man stumbled back, dropping his grip on Ellie. Snow took his place in front of her. Now it was clear. This little girl was not alone. People began to gather. A woman screamed. Someone called the police. The man ran back to his Jeep, his gun dropped on the street. Snow didn't chase. He only turned once and pressed his head gently into Ellie's side. She hugged him, crying. The police came. They found the weapon. They took fingerprints. The man was arrested the next day. Everyone asked, "Whose tiger is this?" Ellie smiled and said, "He's my best friend." The story made the news. Girl saved by tiger. Miracle on Maple Street. Some thought the tiger came from a zoo. Others said he escaped from the forest. But Ellie never told them the truth. Snow stayed hidden again, only visiting her at night, only when no one else was watching. But every time she walked to school, he was near. Every time she went to play, he was watching. Quiet, protective. They said, "She's the luckiest girl in the world." But the truth was deeper. Ellie was 5. Her parents were fighting. Again. She had run into the woods, scared and crying. And there, behind a tree, was a white bundle of fur, small, shaking, barely breathing. She crawled closer. "Are you hurt?" she whispered. The cub didn't run, didn't growl, just looked at her like he was waiting for her. She brought him bread and milk, spoke to him every day, told him her secrets, named him Snow because of his color. He healed. He grew. And in time, he loved her back. Years passed. Ellie grew older. People forgot the tiger. News moved on. But she never forgot. When she turned 18, she went back into the forest with Snow beside her. They sat on a rock under the stars. "I never told anyone," she said. "How you saved me." Snow licked her hand. "You were more than a tiger. You were my family." And then something amazing happened. Snow stood on his back legs, and slowly he changed into a man. Tall, white-haired, gentle eyes. She gasped. You're human?" He smiled. "No, Ellie. I'm something older. I was cursed long ago to live as a tiger until I found someone pure, someone brave. You." Snow told her he had been wandering for 100 years, waiting to protect someone with a true heart. Ellie was that heart. The next morning he vanished. No one saw him again, but Ellie knew he was there. In her heart. In the wind. In the strength she carried from that day on. She became a wildlife protector. She built a shelter in Snow's name. She told children to listen, to love animals, to believe in magic. Not the kind in books, but the kind that lives in kindness, loyalty, and courage. Some protectors don't wear armor. Some don't carry swords. Some walk on 4 paws and roar like thunder when it matters most.